Have you ever noticed that a report you just sent needs a small update, or perhaps there was a simple misunderstanding in a meeting?
That is a common part of work, Elena. The priority is not the adjustment itself, but how we share the proactive solution with our team and partners.
Exactly, Marcus. Welcome to Business English for Success. Today, we're learning how to maintain your professional image through clear communication when you need to adjust information.
We have prepared 5 practical scenarios. We will show you how to take responsibility and provide updates with confidence and professionalism.
From updating a budget figure to clarifying your ideas with a partner, these methods will help you stay professional in every situation.
And please stay with us until the end, because we will share useful vocabulary that helps you keep your office conversations positive and effective.
Let's start with our first scenario, swift, proactive update. Imagine you need to send a quick update for a document you just emailed. In our first scenario, imagine you just sent an email with an attachment, but you quickly notice that one of the budget figures in the document needs a minor adjustment. Your goal is to provide the correct information immediately while staying professional. Some might send a second email saying, "I am sorry, there is a small update to the file I just sent. Please use the upcoming updated file for the most accurate details." This focus on the problem can create unnecessary concern for your team.
Instead, we should use the update and action logic. You simply share the new information and provide the solution. This shows that you are attentive and responsible.
Let's listen to how Marcus and I handle this situation professionally in a real office conversation.
Marcus, I am calling to provide a quick update regarding the budget proposal I sent 10 minutes ago.
Oh, I was just about to open it, Elena. Is there something new?
Yes, I have identified an area for refinement on page 3. I am sending an updated version right now with the final figures to ensure everything is accurate.
Thank you for catching that so quickly, Elena. I appreciate the proactive update.
You're welcome, Marcus. Please use the latest file for our afternoon discussion. I've highlighted the adjusted section for your convenience.
Great. I will review the new document now. Thanks for the clarification.
Notice how Elena used the phrase identified an area for refinement instead of focusing on a previous detail. This shifts the focus from a past detail to a present improvement. It builds trust because it shows you are consistently checking the quality of your work.
The key sentence here is, "I am providing an updated version to ensure everything is accurate." It is professional, clear, and very positive.
Now it's your turn. If you had to update a meeting time that you sent earlier, how would you use the word alignment in your sentence? Please share your version in the comments below.
Swiftly providing an update is helpful for small details. But what happens when you realize a task might take a bit more time than planned?
That requires a different approach to communication. Let's see how to handle a timeline adjustment in our next scenario.
Moving on to situation 2. Imagine you are working on a secondary task, and you realize you need a little more time to complete it than originally planned. The goal here is to update your team about the new timeline while maintaining professional trust in your workflow. In this case, some might say, "I am currently refining the final steps of the project. I am prioritizing a few final details to ensure the highest quality before sharing." Using phrases like "behind schedule" can make your work sound less organized.
That's right. Instead, focus on the timeline adjustment approach. You should communicate your progress and provide a clear, new completion time. This shows you are in control of your quality and your schedule.
Let's see how Marcus and I handle a timeline update during a brief office check-in.
Marcus, do you have a quick moment to talk about the internal newsletter draft?
Sure, Elena. Is it ready for a quick look?
I'm currently finalizing the last 2 sections to ensure the tone is thoroughly professional. I've adjusted the delivery time to 4 p.m. today to include some new feedback from the team.
I see.
So you're making sure all the information is up to date before you share it.
Exactly. Taking these extra few hours will allow me to provide a more refined version for your review. I will have it in your inbox by 4 p.m. today.
That sounds like a solid plan, Elena. I'd rather have a high-quality draft of 4 p.m. than an early version that needs more work. Thank you for the update.
Notice the positive shift. Elena didn't say she was unable to meet the deadline. She emphasized that she was finalizing and refining the work. By doing this, she reassures me that quality is her priority, which builds confidence in her professionalism.
Our key sentence for this scenario is, I have adjusted the delivery time to 4 p.m. to ensure the draft is fully refined.
This sentence is very effective because it links the time change to a positive outcome, a refined result. Elena, let's keep going. We have more professional communication tips to share.
Updating a timeline is a great way to show responsibility. But what if you are in a meeting and realize you've interpreted an instruction differently from what was intended?
That's a common situation that requires careful phrasing to maintain alignment. Let's see how to handle a clarification with grace in our third scenario.
In situation 3, imagine you're in a meeting with your manager. After a few minutes, you notice that your initial perspective on a project goal is slightly different from what the manager is explaining now. The objective is to align your thoughts with your manager's vision while staying professional and clear. A common way people respond is, I'd like to realign my understanding with your explanation. I am now aligning my focus with the priority you just mentioned. Focusing on what was misunderstood can sometimes create uncertainty about your attention to detail.
That is true. A more professional approach is the clarification and alignment strategy. Instead of focusing on the past confusion, you focus on the current agreement. Use phrases that show you are actively processing information to ensure high-quality results.
Let's listen to how we can adjust our approach during a professional discussion.
Marcus, thank you for sharing those additional details about the new marketing campaign.
Of course, Elena. Does the overall direction feel clear to you now?
Yes, it does. To ensure we are in full alignment, I'd like to clarify one point. I previously focused on the digital aspect, but I see now that the physical events are the main priority. Is that correct?
Exactly, Elena. The digital part is secondary for this specific month.
Thank you for that clarification. I will adjust my current draft to emphasize the event planning. This new information helps me see how the whole project fits together effectively.
I'm glad we had this talk, Elena. Your ability to check these details early ensures our team stays on the right path.
Notice how Elena used the phrase, ensure we are in full alignment. This is a powerful professional phrase. It suggests that her goal is the success of the project, not just correcting a personal thought. It makes the manager feel that Elena is a dedicated partner who cares about accuracy.
The key sentence here is, I'd like to clarify this point to ensure we are in full alignment.
Using alignment instead of understanding sounds much more professional and executive. Elena, I think this is a very valuable lesson for anyone working in a team.
Aligning with your manager is essential for long-term success. But what if the situation is more immediate?
Like when you arrive at a team discussion and notice you need a specific document that isn't ready yet. That requires a very fast professional update. Let's see how to handle that in situation 4.
In situation 4, you are entering a brief team discussion. Suddenly, you notice that you haven't printed the latest project overview or shared the digital access yet. The goal is to manage the situation gracefully and provide an immediate solution so the meeting can continue smoothly. In this moment, some might say, I am sharing the latest version for everyone right now. I appreciate your patience as I provide the most recent data for our talk. Focusing on the forgetting part can lower your team's confidence in your preparation.
That's correct, Elena. Instead, let's use the professional recovery approach. Focus on the action you are taking now to provide the information. You only need to show how the data will be available in seconds.
Let's listen to how Marcus and I maintain the professionalism of the meeting during this brief update.
Marcus, before we dive into the details, I want to ensure everyone has the most recent data right in front of them.
Good point, Elena. I don't see the physical copies here.
I am sharing the digital access link to our group chat right now. While that is loading, I will distribute the physical copies in just 2 minutes so we can all follow along easily.
Thanks, Elena. The digital link is working well. We can start by looking at the first chart on our screens.
Excellent. I'll be back in a moment with the prints. Please feel free to begin with the executive summary on page 1.
No problem at all. We'll see you in a moment.
What made this work? Elena didn't create a negative pause by over-apologizing. By offering a digital alternative first, she solved the immediate need. This shows her ability to think quickly and find solutions, which is a key professional trait.
The key sentence here is, I am sharing the digital access link right now to ensure we can all follow along.
This sentence focuses on access and following along rather than the missing material. Elena, this is a great example of being proactive.
Managing a small office situation is about quick thinking. But what if you're speaking in front of an important partner and you notice your data needs a slight adjustment?
That is a more advanced scenario. It requires a high level of professional refinement to maintain trust. Let's see how to handle this with expert-level business English in our final situation.
Finally, Situation 5. This is our most advanced scenario. Imagine you are presenting a project update to a key partner, and halfway through you notice a specific data point you just mentioned needs a slight refinement to be fully accurate. The goal is to provide the correct perspective immediately while maintaining the partner's confidence in your expertise. In this situation, some might feel eager to clarify and say, instead of saying you made an error, focus on the update. Let me provide a quick refinement on that figure. Using words that focus on a fault can make the partner feel uncertain about the overall information.
That is a natural reaction, but not the most professional one. Instead, we use the perspective refinement strategy. You acknowledge the update as a way to provide greater precision. You are not correcting an error, you are enhancing the accuracy of the discussion.
Let's listen to how Marcus and I handle this high-level situation with professional grace.
And that is why the current engagement rate is 5.8%. Actually, Marcus, let me provide a quick refinement on that specific figure to ensure we have the most precise data for our next steps.
Certainly, Elena. Accuracy is our priority. What is the updated perspective?
Thank you. Upon closer review of the final morning report, the engagement rate is actually 6.2%. This slightly higher figure further supports our recommendation for the upcoming campaign.
That is even better news. I appreciate you ensuring we have the most up-to-date data for this decision.
Absolutely. I want to make sure every detail we discuss is fully aligned with the latest performance metrics. Now, shall we move on to the projected growth for the next quarter?
Please, go ahead.
Why was this effective? Elena used the phrases, provide a quick refinement and greater precision. By doing this, she framed the update as a positive action to help the partner. She showed that she is so attentive to detail that she catches even small updates in real time. This actually increases trust.
The key sentence here is, let me provide a quick refinement on that figure to ensure we have the most precise data.
This is an executive phrase in business English. It sounds confident and responsible.
We have gone through all 5 scenarios. Marcus, I think our audience is now ready for the most important part, the comprehensive practice session.
You have learned the logic and the phrases, but knowing is not enough. To truly master these conversations, you need to practice the rhythm and the tone.
Coming up next is our shadowing step-by-step section. We have selected the most refined sentences from today's lesson for you to practice with us. This is how you build real confidence for your next meeting. Now is the most important part of our lesson, the shadowing session. This is where you practice the rhythm and intonation of professional business English.
That's right, Elena. We have selected the most effective sentences from our scenarios. Please listen carefully and repeat after us. Are you ready? Let's begin.
Sentence 1. I have identified an area for refinement to ensure everything is accurate.
I have identified an area for refinement to ensure everything is accurate.
Excellent. Now let's try sentence 2. I have adjusted the delivery time to ensure the outcome is fully refined.
I have adjusted the delivery time to ensure the outcome is fully refined.
Great progress. Next is sentence 3. I'd like to clarify this point to ensure we are in full alignment.
I'd like to clarify this point to ensure we are in full alignment.
Fantastic work! Practicing these phrases daily will help you speak with natural confidence in any professional situation. Marcus, we've covered a lot today. Looking back at our 5 scenarios, which technique do you think is the most valuable for a professional environment?
I think the concept of perspective refinement is a real highlight, Elena. It teaches us that giving an update is not about correcting a fault, but about providing the most precise information for the future.
I agree. It's all about staying solution-oriented. Whether you are updating a timeline or clarifying a goal, your choice of words defines your professional image.
Thank you for joining us today at Business English for Success. We hope these practical scenarios help you feel more prepared and confident at work.
If you found this lesson helpful, please let us know by sharing your thoughts in the comments. We always appreciate hearing about your professional growth journey.
Remember, every conversation is an opportunity to refine your skills.
Thank you for watching. We look forward to seeing you in our next video. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.